Hey all, this is Val here, and today we're doing something new. Now, on a few of my streams, I've played this game. It's called Lord of Dice. It is very fun, and I thought I'd do a quick introduction video to it, just to get a feel to see what you guys think, see if you like it. Let me know in the comments down below, and it will be possible for me to do more videos like this. So let's hop right in. This is a gotcha game where you collect these dicers, as you can see below, and your main character, this person here in the background, uses them to attack. Now there are different main characters. You get them by progressing through the story. I have yet to unlock others, but there's some pretty cool ones. And basically these dicers down here at the bottom are how he attacks, how he defends. There actually is no defense stat. Everything is based on attack and HP. The combined total of your dicers attack and HP is what your master, as they're called here, is what he has. So if all these equal to 10k attack and 20k HP, that's what his attack and HP will be. As I said, there's no defense stat, so really you can look at your HP as your defense stat. Of course, like all gacha games, they do have our summons here. There is mileage, meaning the more you summon, then you fill up your mileage. And if you so choose to claim it, you can grab one of the items here. But just like other gacha games, if you do decide, for instance, if I claim this 4-star, I lose all the mileage up to this point. So everyone really saves up to 5-star and then claims it. Let's take a look at the dicers. You do that by going here in the menu. This is your team. This is their attack. This is their HP. And this is their move. Move is how you move on the board. So when I use this dicer, I move 3 spots, I move 4 spots, I move 1 spots. Now, there is no element in this game, but there are dice. So this is a D6, this is a D4. As you can see, some of them have 2, others have 1. What this means is you can get into dice battles. When you're in a dice battle, you select 3 of your dicers, and it rolls that amount of dice. So this rolls 2d4, this rolls 2d6. Same thing is true for all these here. You can see that. This is your XP type units, as it even says, EXP beam. Now there is evolutions and things like that. Currently, for the ones you see here that are just have only purple stars, 6-star is not the max level. There is 7 and 8. You max of all of those. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But so 6 here means I've awakened it 6 times. Once I've awakened it 6 times, I can actually limit break it. Limit break it is when we get these rainbow stars here. Once it's limit broken, I can max evolve it, and that's when it goes 7. Then I can max evolve it again to go 8-star. So as you can see, all I have is limit broken units. I do not have any max evolved units. That is an in-game goal. As you notice, you'll see that some of the borders are flashing. All these, let's talk about that. So all these units have skills. When you click on a skill, this is their move skill. Every time you use it, this is the skill that they get. When it's fully charged, meaning the icon will actually flash on your bar, this is the ability it will use. This here is your dice battle skill. So when used in dice battle, in your dice battle team, this is the ability that can happen. Once this unit is fully charged, and if you don't activate this power, it'll increase attack by 35%. And this here, this last skill, this is what makes the border glow. This is called the Fortify. Fortified means that when you're leveling up randomly, the unit was fortified, it'll get that little glowy border and unlock this skill. So your master has an ability that he can use once charged up. And this says when you use that ability, you increase damage by 50%. I only have 2 that are fortified because the fortified beans that you get are pretty rare. Now, when you look at limit broken units versus this, and you saw it there when I clicked on Kang, but when you look at info, you see how she's not animated. This is an indication she's only awakened. They do have a story, but in order to read the full story, you have to limit break them. Since she's not limit breaking, you can't see that. Also, she doesn't have a voice. You click on someone like Kang, which I have, you can see he's animated and he has a voice and talks. You can also read his story. Now, when you're looking at your dicers, you can also look at the index and see which ones you have, which ones to work on. You can also tell which ones can be limit broken because not all of them can. When you get a unit and it has this rainbow star here in the bottom left corner, that's an indication it can be limit broken. If you like to see what it looks like, you can click on it and then look at the limit broken. There's also a review system. If you click view, you can see what other players said about that particular unit. Alright, now the index also, when you collect certain dicers, you unlock effects. So you can see what effects you've unlocked here and what it takes to get those effects. There's also additional called linked, where once you get these specific dicers, you unlock these bonuses here. Unlike effects, this is a one-time thing, so you collect it, you get this once, and then you're done. So let's get out of here. So we talked about some dicers. Let's look at some of the different modes. There is a world boss mode, which is up, and we'll get to see some battles. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Now, world bosses basically are an endurance match. All the dicers that you have can be used. And what you see here, if you notice, there's an icon right above my move that says 1. This means for this particular battle, I can only use this dicer once. Once I use it, he's discarded. Once you go through all your dicers, the match is over and your score is calculated to choose your rank. I'm not very good at this, as I said before. I just started. I think I'm at 2.5 weeks played. Now, you can see that I used my ability, it did damage, and then I moved. So you want to avoid the negative things on a tile while taking out its minions and damaging the enemies. You can see where you wound up if you click and hold. As you see, this one will move me here. Because this is where that little arrow's pointing, so you can make sure you're moving to where you want to move. Yes, I hit the weak point, which means I've weakened it, and she'll take more damage. For a certain amount of time, that is. You can tell because her bar went purple. Now, where it says damage, that means that's an area the boss is going to attack that next turn, so you want to move and avoid those. See, this is going to make me go back and come in, so 2 won't work here. 4, 1, 2, yeah, see, that's going to put me in a danger zone, and I'll hit 2. That's still going to put me in a danger zone. There's no good choice here. I'm going to get walloped no matter what. So we're just going to... We'll take the damage on the boss, and we'll take our licking. Now this, we flashed there because she went back to her normal damage. So as you can see, her bar went red again. Now when you destroy the little minions, it does do damage to the boss. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm at 49,000. Now, of course, you guys must be thinking, yeah, it's good because you're lower level. But to somebody who's been playing this a while, I've really done no damage. For me, though, this is a good one. This is a good time. All right. See now how I'm there? I'm bound. As you can see, I can still attack, but I can't move. I'm locked to this area. There are dicers that can get out of bind, but unfortunately, I don't have any. So I just have to suck it up. Now, you can see that my dicer's ability is active. If I click on it, it tells you the area that it hits. So as you can see, the red here is showing that I'm only going to hit this guy. I'm not going to hit the boss. So we're going to save it. Oh, actually, I did get the boss. Never mind. This is good time. This is good. This is good. Oh, what do I want to do? Ah. It's no one I can attack. If I get here, I move 4 spaces, which will put me here. So we'll get that. We'll take... do I have 1 move? Yeah, I do. Ah, and I didn't even notice that it was in the danger zone. See, bad, Val. Bad. We're just going to do this. I'm rooted, so it's not much I can do. Alright, we weakened her again. See if I can exploit that. I'm really running low on good attack dicers. These ones here are not really my big guns. Alright, as you can see, I'm almost dead. I wish I had a whirlwind. This would be perfect right here. We do have a... You know what? We're going to use the magic. So we can get this guy. Do a little extra damage. We're almost done. We lost it. Alright, let's see if we can... Yeah, there's no one I can do. Nothing I can do here. 1, 2. I do have a 2. Let's do that. No! Okay. It's another thing. You have to pay attention to the direction the arrow is pointing. That's 100% on me for not paying attention. We're just going to use this. We'll use this guy. We're not doing bad. We're not doing bad. I broke 100k on this boss, which is my actual... That is my all-time high right there. I'll do this one. Now, there are some dicers, when they attack first, and then they move. Melee dicers move to what they're going to hit, attack it, and then stop. So, for instance, this guy here, Edward, he moves to the unit up to 5 spaces and then attacks and stops. So, if you have someone right in front of you and you use this, he's only going to move the 1 space and then attack. So, you want to make sure you're looking at that. Other units like mages will attack first and then move. So, if you clear the unit, it'll go right past it. Even if you don't clear it, it'll walk through the unit. So, units are not physical barriers that hold you back here. Or enemies are not physical barriers that hold you back. You'll still be able to move. Now this is a range unit. They're called snipers. Alright, we lost. We lost. But that is definitely my highest record. For sure. 105k. Wow. That was really, really good. Now, I'm not going to do the next one on stream. We did see World Boss. The other modes, here's your dailies. This is your Descent. Descents basically are 5 stars that you can farm on, I believe it's Wednesday, or Tuesday, or no, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and then Sunday, all of them are up. But you do this and you get shards. It takes 50 of the shards to summon this dicer, and you can just do it for infinity. Basically, there are limits per day, but what I mean by that is you can do it, you know, all the time. Every time it's up, you can do it to the max of your attempts. So you can keep getting 5 stars, which is important because you do have to use 5 stars to limit break other 5 stars. This is your materials. This is the things it takes to evolve Dicer. So as you can see, it's based on the Dicer type. This will unlock a D10. This is a basic one. So all of them can use this, or they can use D6s. Or excuse me. So all of them use this one. This is just like the basic building block material. This is the money dungeon. These peddler foxes you get in this dungeon and you sell them. And this is an event dungeon. This changes right now. It's an event where you get roses, which you can use to buy cubes to summon a specific unit. Here's PvP. We'll take a look at a PvP match. So now there's 2 ways to win PvP. And one of them actually doesn't involve brute strength. So let's say you get matched against someone significantly higher, which is high likelihood if you're new to this game. On the PvP map, there are tiles. If you can get and move to all those tiles and control them, you automatically win the match. You don't have to do a lick of damage to the actual opponent you're going against. And I'll show you that here. And as a matter of fact, that is how I win a lot of my matches, because being new, I do get matched with someone higher quite often. Now, I'll show you the ones we have to capture. You see these grayish ones here that I'm clicking on? If I capture all these, I automatically win. If they capture all of them, they automatically win. So, as you see, if I move here, I'll automatically pick one up. So, let's do that. Alright, there's my opponent. And look at this guy's obviously higher. He has 24k HP. So if I want to win this, definitely the tiles are going to be the way to go. Alright, so let's go 3. We'll get that one right there. And then I can move 1 to get the next one. Now he can still take them back if he lands on them. As you can see, he just took that one. But we will grab it back. Now here's a dice battle. Alright. So let's see. We'll go D10, D10, and 2 D4s. I lost. So he's going to do a lot of damage to me. I'm probably going to lose this match. Yeah, and because I lost, I don't get the tile. I get booted back. So we're going to try to avoid this guy as best we can. I'm going to try to get this tile on our way back. Oh, Whirlwind means he's going to do an AoE around him. And I am caught in it. I don't think we're winning this one. He taking that tile was just really key. Whoops. No, I need a D3. There we go. Or a 3 move. Alright. If somehow I can live to get to the other tile, we'll have this. Assuming he doesn't pick it up, right? So, here's hoping. Oh. Nope. Came close, but close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So, that's what PvP looks like. You do have the option of going straight melee, but there's no way out. 24k is a lot. That guy's been playing for a while. Raids. So these are raids. This is another weekly thing you can do. You can do this with the player or solo. You attack the boss, and you get raid tokens. Of course, the higher level difficulty you do, the more raid tokens you get. Raid tokens can be spent here under shop, under raid, to buy these abilities. These are awakens, as you saw how the purple stars I had. These will automatically give you 25% when it's a shard for awaken. So let me show you what that looks like so you understand what I mean by 25%. So we'll pick this guy. We'll do see info and we'll do awaken. Now when you add a unit to this, see the percentage? 35%. So if I were to just use this, try to awaken this unit, I only have a 35% chance that this would awaken it. When you use a shard, depending on the level, so this is only level 3 I'm trying to awaken, but I'm using a level 4 shard, so it's going to be 100%. But if we actually go to a level 4 unit, or even a level 5, so we'll use this nat 5 for an example, awaken. Alright, because this one has no purple stars, I have 100%. Like, because that's how it determines. So the stars isn't referring to their yellow level. It's referring to their purple level. So let's take one that I actually have a few purple levels in, but I have not fully awakened. Here we go. Aerial. Alright. So for all intents and purposes, we're looking on 4-star for this. So if I go here, I grab that same 4-star shard, only 25%. So I would need 4 of these or any other combination to get to 100%. I guess you could gamble with 25%, see if you're lucky. But it's really not worth it. Just get to 100% and use it. Then she get her next star. Now, because she would be 5-star, I wouldn't be able to use 4 stars anymore. I would be upgraded now to have to use the 5-star jellies and the 5-star units. So just like other games, you would want to level, like, you know, the fodder 3 and 4 stars to be able to sacrifice to these units to get your 5 stars. Now, when you get to 6, you have to use a 6-star, so you would need to use a 4-star or above. Over here on the left is your event. This tells you what events you've got going on. So here you can see, because of playing World Boss, I unlocked this next reward in this. So I have to play War Boss 2 more times, and then I will finish this out and I will get the reward. Let me show you Dimensional Rift. So, Dimensional Rift, you get energy to do this dungeon by doing the regular story missions or what's called Infinity Tower. This is basically where your story happens. This is also where you'll be doing some farming. So as you do missions there, you will unlock this Dimensional Rift energy, which you can use to attack these units. You can see they're all different. Here, this fist means it's a melee, this wand means it's magic, and this explosion means it's bomber. So when you have energy, you can go into here, do the boss, and you will get these rewards. These rewards are used to summon these. These are very powerful units. They're called Primal Dicers. When you click on here and you scroll through, you can see what you need to summon each one. Currently, I'm working on Callus because she is kind of a staple unit. She's a great healer. You'll see I need 90 of these, 90 of these, and then I need a natural 4-star limit broken and a natural 5-star limit broken. Remember how to tell if it's limit broken. If it can go, you go to your dicer, you look at your index, and you'll see they have the little star, the rainbow star. Now, all 5 stars can be limit broken. This is also why it's good to do the descent, because you really don't want to sacrifice your good 5 stars for that. You want to grab the descent units, and you want to get those limit broken and use those for sacrifices. For 4 stars, you can tell this one can be limit broken because of the star. All you have to do is get it to limit broken, and then it's available to be used to sacrifice for your Primal Dicer. Next, we have Island, which is very interesting. It is a mode, basically, where you decorate it. Think of your island in Summoner's War. You go and decorate, you've got your usual things. You got stuff that generates materials, that generates energy, or keys in this case, and it generates clovers. Clovers are used for these cubes here. Cubes basically give you rewards. They take time to analyze. If you spin clovers to it, there's a greater chance you'll get lucky and get a better reward. Also, every 40 minutes, your XP here fills up. You can click on it, select a unit, and then click level up, and it'll dump all the XP into this unit, and you can come back in 40 minutes and do it all again. Of course, standard mailbox. You go here, pick up your loot, pick up stuff you buy from the shop, etc., etc. Not much really to see there. And then lastly, Infinity Tower. As you can see, there are rewards, there are stars, and just like every other game that has stars, there are rewards when you get to certain star levels. You can see that by clicking here. You can see the ones that I've already claimed and the ones that you have yet to claim. There's also multiple difficulties as indicated by these stars. And that's the game, guys, really. I'm a big fan of it. I've been playing it a lot. Give it a try. It's called Lord of Dice and is available in the iOS and Android App Store. As always, if you like this video, if you had fun, if you found it helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And all you dudes and dudettes out there, stay frosty.